Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie here all day. As you notice, my little costume hat. Remember, this was off. When I first did this, I couldn't do it. I couldn't let it go, man. I couldn't let it go, so I had to make the level even. Awesome. So anyway, we're not talking about my hat. We're talking about This is the Takumitak Charge. It's actually the TKF215SL. And I have to say, this thing is super nice. Now, when I get in a group of knives from these guys, I try to do my favorite one last. And I have to say, out of this group, man, this thing is phenomenal, and you're about to see why. So, the charge. This thing is only $69.95. Here's the deal. A lot of people talk about D2 and they say, but D2 has to be right. If the D2, let me tell you something. These guys do the best D2 out there as far as heat treat and all that. I have spoken to a bunch of people because my videos, after I get a lot of comments saying, hey, thanks to you, I bought this knife, or whatever, I got this knife on your recommendation and it's been awesome. And every single person who has gotten one of these, not just this model, but a Takumitak knife, especially the D2, they've reached out to me just to say, dude, you were right. The thing is awesome. And a lot of them sell from the video, because in the videos, which you're about to see, we're going to go outside and we're going to use it. And these things work. They really freaking work. They're great knives. And I swear, they're some of the best D2 heat treatment in the world. And I did a whole video on knife steels, the best knife steel. And for me, I would choose, of any other knife steel, I would choose D2. And that's why I use it on some of my own designs, because D2 is extremely versatile. Extremely versatile. And I love this steel. So I'm really happy that these guys do an amazing bang up knockout job on their D2. Let's get into this. So we're going to start with the sheath. It's Kydex sheath. Everything they do is this is pressure retention. Everything is CNC machined. I mean, just everything is done to perfection. Perfect sheath. There's nothing wrong with it. You have a drainage hole here. It clicks in really, really freaking well. Tons of lashing points. You could throw on a fill rod. You could put it with an old eye clip. You can do anything you want with this sheath. You could even pocket carry the sheath. It's just done well. When it comes down to the actual mounting, this is boop right here, boop right here. So now you can take it on and off the belt without having to remove the belt, which is a good thing. These guys right here are removable or adjustable, so you can pretty much clamp it securely to any type thing you want. You just take out these little pegs and you can put them in any of those holes. Very, very good. Speaking of holes, you see all these holes. That means it can be rotated, moved around, or switched to the other side to be ambidextrous carry. The way they do their sheaths is they're one of those we think of everybody type sheaths. You know what I mean? Like, okay, well, what if you scout carry? What if you're left-handed? What if blah, blah, blah. Anything. What if is answered in the sheath, because it takes care of it all. It handles everything. So, the knife. This thing is beautiful. I don't think all Tantos are beautiful because so many are just linear. This thing, the way they create their angles is what makes this thing so nice. The fact that rather than having this line to here, a straight line, and then cut up, making it a hard bend before the hard bend onto the very, very beautiful spine. I think that is so good looking. Maybe it's because it's really fat right here, and it gives it that knife. You have a knife in your hand, a CNC machined, perfectly made knife. I mean, look, it's like stained glass. This thing is just cool. It's like a prism, right? Like looking into a jewel. And I think that's incredible. What is it? It's almost like 5 millimeters. I believe they're, just under, like a hair under 5 millimeters thick. You have G10 scales. It's got Takumitak on there. They are always well textured, always feel good. Now, these are thin scales on a 5mm strip, so you're not going to fill the hand in this grip. What you're going to do is you're going to get an angular hold, right? So if I was going to hold it this way, the way my fingers sit rather than a round handled knife, my fingers go around. So with this one, the fingers actually go into the blade, if that makes any sense, into the handle then rather than around the handle. So it gives you a very different hold when you're feeling this knife, but the versatility should be out of the park. This should be a really nice thrower. We'll find out. I gotta say, it's got some really nice jimping right here. The grinds are absolutely flawless. You have, instead of a lanyard hole, you have a strap hole, more versatile. What I do like about how they did it is right here, this little curve, that adds a finger well for your pinky, or in reverse grip for your index finger. And what that's going to do, it's going to hold you securely onto that. So if I wanted to choke down to chop, if that wasn't there, this knife would fly out of your hand because it's thin. But because they add something, I can do this. I forgot that's there. I can do this, and I don't have to worry about this flying out and hitting the computer behind you, which I really, really like. Every one of these things comes sharp, and I know I said that before I started, but it's because I have ultimate confidence in these edges. I mean, these guys make some of the sharpest edges in all of knifedom. I mean, they are super shave sharp. I mean, super shave sharp. And the good thing is they have great edge retention, and that's another thing we're going to find out. But I mean, if you're looking for a knife that comes sharp, that can stay sharp, got a nice little bald spot. Takumitak. Now, as far as a guard, your finger well here provides good guard. So if you're coming down, and we will stab into a stump, so I show you my fingers will not slip off, and I'm not going to wear protective gloves. So if I really truly believe that there could be a fail and that my hand could slip, remember how sharp this is, I would lose a finger. That's how confident I am. That's how confident I am. But let's get it outside and use it. Hold on.
I know you didn't think I was going to wear that damn hat through this whole video. All right, so get it in the sunlight. Oh, that is a beauty. That is a beauty. Now the weight, because of how the weight is distributed, you wouldn't think it's going to get around, but it actually gets around pretty good. Better than I thought it was going to. I saw this and immediately knew exactly what it would be for me. This would be the ultimate camp kitchen knife. This is a camp cook knife that you can turn around and use as your self-defense knife in a heartbeat. I mean, it just has all of that going for it. Just really, I mean, this would be a great camp chef knife. So let's do some 4-foot gravity drops. See how that tip dives in, and look at the shape of it. You know it's going to dive in. That is just beautiful. This is a really attractive knife. Let's do a couple hard downwards here. It just, when you hold it in a pinch this way to throw, it just begs to go. It's like a dart. Oh, it's so hard. All right, man, that was nice. That's nice. All right, let's try a straight push cut with no saw action. Let's see, I have to get a good angle here because it is a Tonto. And just using the tip, we're able to get through. I'm at a kind of a hard angle, but let's see if we can do it with the rest of the, yeah. I mean, when I'm able to put leverage down on this, and because of the angle going that way, but look at when I press this way, which is where I'd be cutting through a nice piece of meat. I'll tell you what, that actually went pretty good. You know what? I still have this. This is like a nylon infused vacuum hose, or fuel hose, I mean. Let's see. This is just sharp, man. That is just sharp. Let's go just from the Tonto tip. Oh my goodness. Let's try and dice it into quarters. And you know it's sharp because I left a 1/4 inch piece of rubber, and rubber bends. And when I pressed that knife on there, rather than the rubber folding, it just cut so nice and even. Okay, so finger well right here. This is what's going to decide if my fingers live or die. Live or die, man. Honk. I have zero worries that my finger is going to slide past here. A, because this is G10 and it's really nice and grippy. B, because I have a full pretty much 5 millimeters of thumb lock here. And C, because this little finger well right here, I press down, is going to keep my hand there. So I'll just put that there. Ugh. So you can see I'm actually pressing. Ta-da. It's just really, really nice. Really, really nice. Easy to use. Great piece. You know what? I got this. I don't know if we're going to be able to generate. We dug this out of the yard. It was all mud. I didn't even know it was there. This is a garden hose. I don't know if I can generate enough power to go through it because it's a big hose and it's a light knife, but we'll see if we can cut into the hose on a chop. Holy crap! All right. I'm not gonna lie. That took me by surprise. I was hoping to break the skin, basically. You know what I mean? I was hoping we'd get... that's how hard it is. I'm pushing all my... Like, I'm pushing. Holy crap. You could see I am pushing and I'm barely able to cut it. That means that chop hit really freaking well. Okay, so this is what I was hoping. I was hoping we'd get it like that. Like just in it. That thing went all the way through. Look at this. What? You have got to be kidding me. I was not ready for that. I was not ready for that. Oh, it was super, super nice. All right, wow. Look at that, how easy it is. This thing is so impressive, man. It's just, it came down to the right angle. Look how nice that is. And the fact that it is super freaking sharp. That was insane. Golly, I'm reeling from that. I did not expect to get through that hose. That was awesome. That was pretty darn awesome. As a matter of fact, let's get a soccer ball. Man, I talk a lot. Not much silences me. That one put me on pause real quick. That was crazy. That was crazy. Let's see here. Wow. So can you skin? I mean, yeah. Leather soccer ball, no problem. Look at this. Get nice and close. Look at that. This thing is sharp, man. It's not sharp, but this is sharp. This is a good ass looking knife, man. This is beautiful. That's a beautiful freaking knife. That's a really sweet design. If you're gonna throw some angles into a knife design, make them angles pretty. Golly, that's a nice looking knife. All right, so I gotta throw it into something. You know that's gotta happen. In my my target tree, well, it's seen better days. Seen better days. It's starting to rot pretty bad, and it's getting harder to stick things into it. But we are going to we're gonna try. I should be good at this angle, this leg, this distance. I don't even have the word for it. I told you, man. This thing. Look at this. Ugh. That's chest high, like right here on me, so it's like in the face on a normal person. Woo! That is so nice, man. Golly, I love Takumitak knives. I really do. I really do. My Takumitak, or my Takumi is still one of my favorite knives. It stays right next to me, as a matter of fact, in my little war room there, my little knife room. So let's get this going right about here. Golly, that's nice. That is nice. Let's hammer into something that has a knot in it. Let's do that. Let's do that. Well, right there. All right, good start. All right. I didn't expect it to go through that easy. All right. All right. So, kindling to make fires, absolutely. Then you're going to use the same knife to cut up your game or fillet your fish. Oh, you know what? I have a piece of fish in the fridge that I'm going to have to cut. Maybe we'll go in there after all this, because if anybody's ever cut a fresh piece of ocean haddock, you'll understand that you can get sticky on the knife there. It'd be a little tricky sometimes. So I'll go and cut that open, and we'll see how it goes. Let's see here. There we go. Oh, there we go. I knew it was going to happen. All right. We were going to get there. Oh, man. I'm digging it, man. I'm digging it. I really like this design, not just for the looks, but practicality, usability, comfortability. I mean, it's just a really nice knife. I mean, it's a super, super nice knife. And it's sexy. It's sexy like. Sexy like me, baby. All right, here we go. Let's see. This is a dangler, so this one's going to be hard to chop because it's moving. And if you hit something that moves, it moves. So we're going to try to chop it before it gets away from us. That was so easy. All right, well, that was easy. Where's the button? Oh man, this thing is just so nice. This is just nice. It's just good to look at. But let's take it inside and go cook some food. Hold on. All right, you'll have to excuse the mess. Shelly is cleaning out her snacks drawer for her daughter. But I have this big, beautiful fillet, and when they're cold out of the fridge, sometimes they can be a bit rubbery and tough to cut. So we're going to use this. Yes, I washed it first. So let's see here how easy this is going. Oh my gosh. That was, did I just cut through the plate? I hope not. That was super, super easy. Look at this. That is so nice. That is so nice to rip through whitefish like that. I mean, no problem at all. As a matter of fact, well, I got you guys here. Let's see. Look at that. Luckily the knife is wet, so you can see all the stuff sticking to the water. Oh, the hair. Look at that. Batoning, freaking chopping, cutting through leather. Everything in the thing is still razor sharp. Razor sharp. I'm telling you guys, it's hard to make the stuff up when you're putting it on video. And that's the thing. It's, if I'm willing to show it to you as it goes, how it goes, or how it goes as it goes, there's nothing to not believe. It is what it is. The thing is just that awesome. So, there's another Takumitak in the books. I gotta say, this one, this one's one of my favorite. I got nowhere to put you guys. This one is one of my favorite designs from them. It's just absolutely beautiful, and I know something about beauty. My neighbor's hot. So this thing is super, super nice. But what I'm gonna do is I'll throw some links down below, some links to Takumitak and some of their social media stuff, and I'll put the link to this one in particular and the one that I did before it. I'll even throw that one in there, so you can just get an idea and you can see different things. Super, super awesome. All right, so that's it for this one. I am Donnie Bialdi. Until next knife.